Hello and welcome to Let's Play Rugrats Royal Ransom. Okay, come on. Part 4. Yes, today we will be playing, well, Rugrats Royal Ransom. That's pretty obvious. There you are, look. Come on, Lil. Jump on out of the vortex.
I am the queen! La 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 la!
So, yes, today we are going to be tackling, well, you know, some of this game. Also, I don't know why they did that.
Snow place to Ready,
Set, Snow!
Snow!
The level we will be starting off on today is Ready, Set, Snow. Another snowboarding level, hence why I got Lil on the ready. Let's, play, shall we?
Hang on to your diapies, babies! You're in a race with Chili and Slush. Slush is pretty easy to beat, but his big brother Chili's a snow pro. If you win all 3 races, you'll get a prize. But watch out for ice blocks and logs. If you hit them, you'll lose time. While you're riding, you can hop up by pressing the action button. Good luck! Race 1. Ready,
Set,
go!
So, out of the 2 racing levels of the early game, this is by far the best of them. The other one is, well, you saw it, infuriating. But this one is actually a fairly fun little race, and is a heck of a lot easier. I was even able to do it on the expert difficulty, Reptar Tough. Which means, hey, given that Reptar Tough does actually live up to its name, it's pretty good. Ow. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward race, actually. Avoid getting hit long enough to get down to the bottom. It is a, can't remember if it's 2 or 3 round. And I can confirm, though, it is a very fun race to play through. Definitely giving myself that extra week of no Rugrats in lieu of Shadow, which, I mean, was already supposed to happen. Definitely did, remind me why I started up this.
Get ready.
Race 2.
Ready, set,
Go! Yes. It's not a particularly hard race. I mean, it can get tough at times, especially on the harder difficulty, but it's not too terrible if you just take it a bit slow. One of the worst parts, though, is if you're trying to collect the money, which I've decided all of my money collection stuff will come in, like, extra parts and at the end of the series or after the series. I don't know exactly when they'd be coming out, but, you know, they're just sort of extras for you guys. I decided to remove it from my regularly scheduled programming just because I noticed it was taking up a lot of time. Time that was better spent, you know, not doing that. Now I have to collect this. But, really?
You beat both Chili and Slush, but now they want a rematch. And
oh,
now, race 3.
So what this fight is they're both racing me at once, which doesn't sound like it would be that bad, but they can do stuff like that. And trust me when I say they will do that kind of stuff constantly. It gets sort of crazy. But yeah. So, for those of my American viewer, so how was your 4th? Stupid Chili and Willie, or whatever his name is.
Wow.
Wow, these guys are a bit of a jerk. However, surprisingly, okay, great programming there. Just hit me with both of them. Why don't you? It's not that hard, is what I'm like shocked because it's not that hard of a race. I've beaten it so many times now that it shouldn't be that hard, but it just is. I really don't get it. It's like, I usually actually, when I was playing this as a kid, I would start out with these snow levels and go to the jungle sections later, mostly because I didn't want to have to deal with it.
Snowmen in the dirt. Way to go.
Yeah. So, that was our first big battery of the day. Not bad.
Nice work. Another big battery.
The whole of these levels are just so much better. There we go. Snow play.
Mr. Snow.
I'm gonna say let's do Snow Place to Hide first, because Mr. Snow Tato Head is actually a really fun level. I'm gonna try to get this whole world taken out.
Snow place to hide.
It's only 300 funny money, which is actually pretty, you know, actually possible to achieve.
Your goal is to give up trying and listen to everything I say. Don't listen to anything she says. There's a ski lift that leads you to the top of the mountain where you'll find a key. Bring the key back here to open this chest. But watch out for snowmen. They're hiding all over, and they love snowball fights.
So I need 530, which is actually a reasonable amount of money to assume people would have. Also, I finally have a weapon. This is what the game needs more of. Because every time you get a weapon in this game, it's so great. See, this is actually my first ever level I played, and so I sort of have a bit of rose-tinted spectacles when I play it, because I always remember this stage, and one later on called Meanie Genie, which is still what I call, if you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, that's still what I call La Jin to this day. Because this game had impact on me as a child. But yeah, this game is a surprisingly well made.
Right on the money.
That's actually fine that I got hit. I don't know why I'm going so slow through here. I could totally just blaze through it. Super speed.
Alright, we got one.
Yeah, there's... here's a funny money over here. And also there's a snowman over there I'm gonna hit first. There we go. So you see those big Angelica boxes? I especially want to break those, because those can deal double damage. And given the fact I'm not on Baby Easy, double damage is actually fairly effective. Also, I suggest you don't fall, because for some reason, falling is so easy in the snow. So I really do think that this game was originally designed without fall damage in mind, and they added in later. Or rather, I should say, without fall stunning. Because this game has a lot of sections that are easy if you didn't get stuck from the from the level geometry all the time. I mean, even then, they're not that hard. It's just a slight inconvenience on occasion. This game isn't a hard game. In fact, one could even call it a easy game. But then again, you'd have to be crazy to call it easy. Then again, you'd also have to be crazy to call it ever, because, you know, it's a video game. What do you expect? Do you talk to your video games? You think you're fancy, don't you? Oh yeah, there's one of the little batteries, which... So, if I didn't explain it well enough, the little batteries let you go into levels. They're the thing that unlocks more levels for you. Also, I like how on occasion, your shots will auto-aim to your enemies, but sometimes they just won't. It's really random and arbitrary as to when they lock and when they don't, but when it does work, it's really nice. When it doesn't work, it's actually not that bad. This game is surprisingly forgiving. During its well-made levels, like during the better levels of this game, it's an extremely fun, simple platformer. During its more frustrating segments, though, it's... well... frustrating. I mean... Also, this game has some ridiculous falls, man.
Yeah, you got him!
See... I get what they were going with by adding in tripping, I just don't get the desire of a developer to add in tripping. In something like Smash, it sort of made sense as a very rare occurrence that happens. A lot of people oftentimes over-exaggerate it to the nth degree, because it happened once in a game. With them, now they think it's every 5 seconds. But in this game, I can legitimately say you will be tripping a lot. And I can't say how you'll be tripping, though. Your mileage may vary. But I can definitely say, babies be trippin', yo. Well, that totally should have hit. The mountain's over there. I just sort of abandoned the mountain for a bit, in favor of going around. I'm mostly just collecting money. Huh. So how fond are you guys of the original Rugrats? I mean, to me, the show was okay. It wasn't a masterpiece or anything like that. I oftentimes hear people describing it as being like one of the best shows ever released, but it just never, you know, seemed too earth-shattering to me. It's fun, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I wouldn't say it's particularly earth-shattering. It didn't do much. Like, it played it safer than I would expect. Also, I hear one, but I don't know where he is. So that's a lot of the... So one bad thing about it too is those boxes stack their damage too, so you can actually get killed just from essentially a damage trap, which absolutely sucks if you get stuck in it. And so this hallway, I'm pretty sure it's closed off right now, but there's usually a rope in the regular game that goes up there. Oh, not regular game. In the other level, I should say. Seriously though, where on earth is that guy? Just want to punch. Oh god. That was actually sort of terrifying, the amount of you can't get me. Because I guess I can't get him. Also, yeah, casual camera glitches, that's pretty standard.
Yeah, you got him.
Hey, for a THQ game of this era, it surprisingly works. As far as the camera system is concerned, I mean. Like, its camera actually sort of functions. And, you know, it's not like never happened before for a THQ game. Just sort of surprised. Also, let me see, can I actually do this? I always forget if I can actually just skip. Sort of wonder if I can. If I can, that'll be awesome. If I can't, too bad. Let's hope I'm right.
You chill those snowmen right out. Nice throwing.
Oh, okay then. I guess I can skip. Hey guys, new speedrunning strategy for Rugrats Royal Ransom.
Nice work. Another big battery.
Can I see just how much I left? Only $90. That's pretty good.
Mr. Snowtato Head.
Mr. Snowtato Head is a pretty fun level as well. 550 though, so you know that'll be a concern.
Had a teensy-weensy little sledding accident. He needs help finding a few things, like his 2 snowball body parts, his arms, hat, nose, goggles, earmuffs, and scarf. Return them to Noodle and he'll give you a reward. But be careful, some of them have ended up in tricky spots.
You know, the safest thing to do is just quit and be my loyal suspect, or you might end up a noodle.
So you hear that? I guess I'm now a loyal suspect.
This won't be too hard. The magic helper ball will lead you to all of Noodle's body parts.
Yeah, that is accurate, I guess. Magic Helper Ball does lead you to all of Noodle's body parts. Of course, I happen to know where all of them are anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter, but... yeah, that Magic Helper Ball is, definitely speaking, designed as an aid for younger players. I mean, it is a Rugrats game after all. What are you expecting?
There are his goggles.
Lots of complexities? No, you aren't. You're not stupid. The Rugrats games never were too complicated. Also, I just remembered I can't throw anything now, and I'm sad. Because I was really excited because I got to throw stuff in the last month. Yeah.
The magic helper ball shows up on your radar as a big
It's
white
sort of
dot
sad.
with a blue ring around it.
can't just throw random stuff anymore. I actually can't remember how much I'm supposed to have here. 550 money.
There's his scarf.
There's his Carl's Jr. effort. But wow, only 550? In the, I guess you'd call it more difficult, but it's not particularly difficult. So I don't know how you would describe that. In the more so expert version of the game, I guess. I really don't know how else to describe it. Basically, in the Reptar Tough, you can do some pretty crazy stuff if you put... Like, I think this level alone has 1,500, I want to say, funny money. It's a lot of funny money in Reptar Tough as compared to Rugrats Medium. And then also, yeah, I'm going up. I'm Special Agent Cynthia Bond. God, I hate getting out of this tunnel sometimes. See, the biggest problem is, the game doesn't know how physics works sometimes, but not always. So it makes it messy to do certain actions. Not all of them, mind you, but just certain ones. And it just so happens a lot of the actions that you...
There's his arm.
I guess I'll come back for that later on. Here's what I'll do. I'll ride up this, and once I'm at the top, I'll go back down towards the arm. I almost forgot there was one up here. The game is actually sort of nice here. It feels like Rugrats. Also, you can't really do anything to get out of your snow lift once you're in it. You just have to wait till you're at the top. Gives you a beautiful view of the mountain, though. That was weird. I'm leaving that there because I'm gonna come back and I'm actually gonna go down that path in a bit. Ugh. Ah, good. Band-Aid. I actually can't remember. I think this game might actually be old enough to where they would just call it Band-Aid. Apparently modern games aren't allowed to just name drop a brand like that. Apparently it hurts other businesses or something like that. I don't really know the logic behind it. It sounds silly, but apparently. Yeah, this game has a lot of slippery slopes. Slippery slope. Slippery popes. Slightly moist. Slightly right of center. can't remember. Is that a YouTube? I think that might be a YouTube channel. It's sort of hard to keep track of all of them. Okay, now I'm stuck on the long haul again. Yeah, there's literally nothing you can do during this segment. You're just stuck. First time I played through this, I thought it soft locked here. I actually really like the soundtrack for this game. You know, one thing that makes this game really good, especially for an early early PS2 and GameCube era THQ game, is the fact that unlike a game later on, actually I think it might have been earlier in the series, but can't actually remember right now. But unlike a different game in the series, it doesn't limit you in a certain way. It lets you go through and actually has music for everything. If you remember Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, when Mark did it, it doesn't have other music. It just has the 4 tracks, plus Chum World. And Ghostly Retreat, I guess, but do you really count that as a... I'm pretty sure that's called Ghostly Retreat. I can't remember for sure. I'll have to look into that in a while. Plus also, we're big THQ fans, if you can't tell by the fact that we're playing a THQ game. But, like, I've actually got a few games lined up in the near future, hopefully. And just to warn you, there may or may not be one or more THQ platformers in there. Nah, what the heck, why not? There's going to be several THQ platformers in there. Woohoo! More specifically, I'm going to be playing an all-time classic, and then a game, well, before it, that I think is an inferior product, but I need to show you for explanation purposes, which are Battle for Bikini Bottom, the inferior port, or, well, not port, inferior game to the other one, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game, which both of them are SpongeBob licensed games, so don't be expecting Grand Theft Auto V5 or something like that. But they're both fun games to play either way, and I figured that it would just be, you know, a fun experience. I could show off a game that probably many of you never heard of, or if you did ever hear of it, you certainly never played. And also, you guys could be informed of a new game to play. Where? I like how it says that, and then you don't actually see where the hat is right away. It's just sort of funny to me. Is it dropping off this? No, it's dropping off of that cliff. There's certain cliffs that you can drop off of. Also, I do find it very interesting how the snow piled around here. I don't know, to me that's just always been sort of a fascinating thing, the way that video games snow.
Alright, keep it up! Noodle lost his head, but you didn't lose yours. Good job putting him back together.
And yeah, that is the snow levels of Rugrats Royal Ransom.
Good for you! More big batteries!
hope you all enjoyed. I see how much.
You've already
No money left. Only 90 left there.
You've
And
already
150 in it.
You've already
Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. So next time, I will see you guys, and we will tackle, just to give you a little hint of what's to come, the aquatic world. Oh, but we do get to finally move on after that to Clownland, and then the
Why
home,
would anyone want this stuff anyway?
one of the greatest,
Worms? Yeah.
the home of one of the greatest stages in the game.
Meanie Genie. Meanie Genie.
Yeah, that game, or that stage is actually one of the best parts of this game. But I will leave you there after saving our game.
Are you
Are you
sure
gonna
you want
get
to
rid
get
of
rid
a
of
game
the
that's
game that's
already
already
here?
Hold on. I'm saving your game.
Yes,
All done. Your game is saved.
this has been Hump Day Henry. I hope you've enjoyed. And I am signing out. Peace.